removing it. They're removing all the stores. When I was there, they were having some sort of a closeout sale because they were getting shut down. I don't know if that's since been amended or fixed.
I don't know. That sucks though.
And when he moved in, I was like, okay, this kid's fucking pissing me off. He's not picking up his shit. He's not doing his dishes. He eats like shit.
My mom did all that for me.
And I'm like, okay, I either could get pissed off and kick him out, but then I realized I'm like, he doesn't even know. So I'm gonna work with him. I'm gonna try to treat him like my little brother and help him. And he was willing to like kind of follow along, and then he started slowly starting to eat better, started to eat spinach, and his back problem started to go away. And
what kind of back problem?
My back would always hurt. It was always inflamed, always. I don't know what it was.
Did you get it looked at?
I remember getting it looked at. My mom
lower back.
It was nothing. It was literally from eating shitty food. It's just all the inflammation from all the shitty food I was eating, and I didn't know that at the time. I remember my mom took me in. They're like, "Oh, your back's fine," but it hurt so bad always. I started eating more anti-inflammatories. I started making shakes with spinach and almond milk and blueberries and chia seeds. I started eating healthier, and I slowly noticed, like, oh, I feel better. I started getting more into eating healthier. I remember just recently, I ate a vegan diet for 6 months, and the people on Instagram hate me now that I don't eat vegan diet anymore. I get messages.
When you go off vegan diet, man, that's like when you become a Muslim apostate.
Seriously.
They want death to you.
Yeah, because I've been posting pictures. Like I posted a picture of, I got this grass-fed beef jerky from Whole Foods yesterday. Got probably 30, 40 messages. Why aren't you vegan anymore? Or just me, like people, they're mad at me for not eating a vegan diet anymore. But I always say, like, I ate that vegan diet for 6 months, but I incorporated eggs into it because I wasn't eating enough. But I never felt bad. I didn't feel worse. I just didn't feel great. Once I started eating good quality meat again, I felt my energy levels. I'd wake up, my energy levels were way higher. I just felt more aggressive. I felt more like manly. So
vegans right now are getting angry.
In the contenders,
vegans, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
in the contenders.
I know, you lost me.
The Contender Series fight, he weighed 138 pounds. He was a vegan at that time.
I walked
sickly, like skinny.
There's more to that too than just the vegan diet. I had a bad concussion. 3 weeks out from that fight against Alfred in the Contender Series. I remember waking up in the middle of the night puking. I couldn't train. And I remember I even woke up with a little headache going into the fight.
Do you remember what it was from?
Yeah, I was from sparring. I got hit hard, boom, and I remembered, I'm like, fuck. But I knew this was a huge opportunity. I liked the matchup. I knew I just had to go out there and perform. But yeah, I weighed in at 136 and I walked into the cage at 138. Like it was, and you can even go back and look at that video and I looked just unhealthy, but it all worked. Yeah, I was so skinny. I was like 138 pounds right there.
Yeah.
But I still dropped his ass.
Then 2 weeks later, we went to hang out with our buddy Scott Holtzman in the UFC for UFC Fresno, and Dr. Andy Galpin was with him for the week. And I knew Sugar was with me. He watched What the Health, and that's what turned him vegan. So I made sure to ask Dr. Andy in front of Sugar. I said, how much would Sean benefit from eating like elk or grass-fed meat twice a week? He's like, fucking hugely. And then Sean right there made the decision. I'm going to start eating some meat.
If this guy's telling, if he's this smart and he's telling me that some good quality meat's going to benefit me, I would be stupid to not take him up on that and do that. So, and I don't regret it. I feel so good eating meat again. I feel way stronger.
It's hard when you see those documentaries. And also you get a lot of positive reinforcement from other vegans that are very happy that you're vegan.
Yeah.
They love that you joined the team. And look, people want to be healthy, and for the most part, eating vegetables is very healthy. The problem is there's a lot of nutrients that you're going to really have to search for if you're just eating plants. And the protein is not as bioavailable. The amino acids are not as bioavailable. It's very hard to get vitamin B without supplementation. There's a lot of shit that you're just not going to get. And the bang for your buck in terms of like the amount of nutrients that you get in like a small grass-fed steak versus a big plate of broccoli, it's just not the same. And they don't want to admit it. And a lot of these people, like those, I think those What the Health guys, I had them on when they did Cowspiracy. I think they mean well, but they are fucking true believers. And they are not trying to put together a documentary that states all the facts objectively. They're doing a vegan propaganda film. And on it debunked a shitload of the things. We had actual nutritionists analyze what they were saying, go over the studies, and they debunked a shitload of what they put in that film. That film is a propaganda film, and it gets a lot of people thinking that this is the way to go. It's going to reverse heart disease and help your body, but they get so many things wrong. Meat does not cause diabetes. Like, this is nonsense. Like, when they do these studies with people, especially like studies that they do on people that show that people that eat meat more than 5 times a week have a higher instances of heart disease and all these different things. They don't measure what else they eat. These people that are eating meat all the time are eating fries and shakes and soda, and you're not analyzing someone who eats sautéed spinach and olive oil and a piece of grass-fed beef or bison or elk or something like that. No, you're getting some asshole who's eating Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that stuff's terrible for you. It's fucking sugar and refined carbohydrates and nonsense and trans fats. All that stuff's terrible for you. There's no studies that show that eating clean, like people have eaten for thousands of years. I mean, if meat caused cancer, 97% of the planet would have cancer. And that's the numbers that eat meat on a regular basis. It's like 95+%.
Fuck. And then those people like that are vegans, they're like, oh, I'm going to try a vegan diet. And then they're eating all these veggies, getting these nutrients that they didn't get before. And they're like, I feel fucking great.
Right,
Just get off that bullshit diet. You stop eating Jack in the Box. Sorry, Jack in the Box. Yeah, in the middle of the night, sometimes I do go to you for comfort.
Don't do it.
It's not Jack in the Box. It's just fast food, shitty food, processed food. You know, that's what the problem is. It's like people, like you were saying, like ramen. I like ramen every now and then. Fuck, it tastes good, but it's not good for you.
I couldn't eat. Yeah, just like knowing what it does to your body, knowing that you are what you eat. It's I can't cheat. I can't do it. If I know that's not gonna benefit my body, I can't eat it. It's hard for me
what you eat.
Like 100%. And
it's
I think
so simple. You know, it's such a simple phrase, but literally your body is made out of what you eat.
God, and that mouth pleasure.
I know,
Fucking
for real.
mouth pleasure,
Especially when
dude.
you're high.
God
It's
damn, man. Ice cream sundae with hot fudge.
Yeah.
It's so terrible for you.
But there's all these healthy. You can replace all of that with healthy stuff.
Yeah, I haven't had any keto ice cream, but I've heard good things. Some people said that there are some stevia sweetened or xylitol sweetened keto ice cream that doesn't fuck with your body.
Nice. That new Halo Top, man, has that sweetened coconut milk and stevia. That's pretty tasty.
Yeah. Well, there's stuff that you can eat that is good. And, of course, fruit. You know, eating healthy fruit. I mean, look, man, a nice, delicious, ripe peach is about as fucking good as any bullshit fucking fake dessert that you're going to get anywhere.
Seriously.
We don't appreciate it because we think of it as being like a healthy choice, so you don't get that I'm being a naughty boy reward that you get from, having a banana split or something.
Fuck. God, it's just not worth it. It fucks your whole night of sleep up.
Yep.
It fucks your blood sugar up. And that's the thing. It's crazy that most people don't know. They're like, God, I just eat and then I'm tired and then I just get starving again. They just don't know about those blood sugar fucking.
Yeah, the insulin spikes. And I had a regular Coke the other day, like a couple of weeks ago, for the first time in years.
How come?
Oh, just whatever. It was there. I said, I haven't had a Coke in forever. Let me have a Coke. And it was like drinking syrup, like this sugary. It was like felt thick when I was chugging it down. I was like,
did it hurt your stomach?
No, but I did feel like shit after it was down. I was like, whoa,
Ooh, fuck.
I feel terrible. But how many people drink those fucking things every day? Every day.
First
34 ounces or whatever, 32 ounce pop.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard because it's who you're surrounded with too. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck, dude. If you're surrounded with everyone, like, oh, come on, pussy, just have a good time, enjoy your life. You're like, fuck it,
right?
And then you're like,
exactly.
Yeah. That's something like it's such a common thing. You are who you surround yourself with, but people don't. I don't know. It's like I'm so lucky that when I was surrounded myself with Tim, like he introduced me to eating healthy. I remember when I was 19, I moved to the lab. Every day we have pro practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Every day I was going to the coffee shop and reading mind gym books, like all these mental books, and we were doing it together. We were reading, constantly improving each other, wanting to get better, wanting to help each other improve, and it was so important for me to. You are who you surround yourself with, and I see people not surrounded with themselves with the best people they can be around, and
It's a trap. Yeah, it's a terrible trap. And sometimes those people that are not the best people are really fun to be around.
That's the problem. That's a distraction. It's like, what's keeping you back from wanting to be the very, like, I want to be the best bantamweight in the world. Like, what's keeping people back from wanting to be the best of them? And just distractions. People who are fun to be around, alcohol, even women, like certain food is like distractions of what's keeping you back from wanting to be the best you.
Yeah.
So it's just, our brains are crazy. Our brains are nuts.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about just what you do for a living. I mean, just that alone's crazy, right? The desire to be a professional fighter, the desire to fucking kick people in the head and choke them and have them try to do it to you, and that this is what excites you, and that this is what's driving you to go to the gym to improve constantly at. I mean, that alone is crazy, and then these other people that are living their lives and drinking too much and smoking too much and eating shitty foods, and that's their path, but their path is not compatible with your path. That's the big key.
I like how